Okay, I'm going to do a quick demo of the use of this balancer. We've got it lined up on the lines, centered to the line, centered to the line and back. You just give it a little, at each blade, I've marked the blades 3, 4, and so on. At 90 degrees, you just give it a little tap like this. And if it's moving really slow like that, that's good. If you hit it too hard, you can knock it out of line. It will, if you don't hit it too hard, it'll come back to center. So you just do that and you keep centering it. That wasn't centered. So you keep centering it, but that slow movement is not anything to worry about. Okay, got it aligned. Balance, just keep hitting it a little harder. Now I got it out of line, but that really slow movement, I'm not worried about. It's a little, maybe a little bit out of balance, but we'll take it to the next one. That shows a little tiny bit out of balance to the other way. The reason I'm not worried about it is I experimented with that, and putting a little washer like this will change that behavior, make it go the opposite way. So if it's that little bit of weight, I'm not going to worry about it. Bring it 90 degrees this way. Let's see if it's balanced. Yep, and 90 degrees this way. You just do this about 10 times. So if you do it a whole ton of times, you'll get a feel for it. And there's a little imbalance it showed. Yeah, and I'm not that much I'm not going to worry about. I'll show you why in a minute. Yeah, it didn't do it that time. Nope, there it goes. Just, nope, it's coming back. Sometimes if you hit this too hard, it'll get this out of parallel and it'll give you a false reading. The reason I'm not worried about that is here are my weights in the back. Watch what happens when I take a nut off. Okay. So take a nut off, and I'm going to move it to see, it just stayed over here. Hit it too hard. Now it's not going to demo right. Tap it. Now it's showing better balance than it did before. Oh, there we go. You can see it with that nut off, it'll there's the big one. See that big movement like that? That is the kind of thing you're watching for. You just let go and it just goes down. That is an imbalance. And if you put that nut back on, it'll quit doing that. That little tiny, really slow one, I can't get it out. Get it out of that kind of behavior. Here, we'll do it again with the nut on. See, now it's turning slightly the other way. That's far before. That's the one that went down hard. I think it's because these weights, you can't get them, you can't move them off to the side like you could with these things. You could move it a little bit, but this is just too heavy. This by itself is heavier than all the weights I added that I added to get it to go, and it just, you ended up having to add a lot of weights to counterweight this. So if I'm moving just a tiny little bit of weight compared to this, I think it's good enough. Again, watch for the parallel. Be sure you're snug here. One way to test, the way I found these weren't right, was I turned them. I was able to turn them, and it changed the result. So if I turned it 90 degrees, it would then show the balance being different. So with these, I forced it and turned it, and it all gave me the same result. So I'm confident I have this working well enough. Anyway, that's my balancer. It's accurate to within the weight of one of these, it seems to me. So I'm going to call that good.